And sometimes I think we get caught up, especially in the spiritual community, with being enlightened and having that really amazing spiritually divine experience. And yes, those moments are potent, and having those really dense 3D moments in the material world, that grief, that fear, that anger, and that pain, that is also a beautiful part of your soul's journey. Hello beautiful, welcome to my channel. I'm Grace and I'm a self-love coach. In today's video, we're going to be doing some cleaning today. We're going to be doing energetic cleansing as well as cleansing of my physical space, because let's face it, it's been looking a little bit like a storm hit it lately. One of the things that we're going to discuss today is going to be about how the physical is a manifestation of the energetic world, right? What your internal state is like is going to reflect in your external world, in your environment. And I'll let you in on a little secret. The opposite is also true. So if you're curious about the magical workings of the energetics of the universe and how cleaning your space can help you to tap into that power, stay tuned because you're in the right place. Look at this hot mess. What is all this random ass clutter right here? And not to mention this disaster of clothing and other miscellaneous things. More of my disarray. So we're gonna sort what's going on with all these extra clothes that I have just laying around. Now, if you're anything like me, then you know that there's a certain number of wears that a clothing item can reach before it has to be washed. My reasons for this are twofold. Number one being that as an eco-friendly, eco-conscious person, we don't want to wash our clothes too much. We want to save water and reduce the amount of possible pollutants that are gonna be put out into our beautiful planet. And the second reason, I suppose you could call it laziness, but I choose to call it resource savviness, because the time that you save trying to wash these clothes, and also the money resource that you save if you have coin-op laundry like I do, is another form of self-leveling up. Getting creative with the resources that we got. You shall not pass! I'm gonna make sure that we are getting all the bad spirits, the weird juju out. Low vibing energy, be gone. This is what happens when you have really long hair. This is what I mean by cleansing your physical space to cleanse the energetic. If you guys don't know, my grandfather passed away recently. I made a vlog about my morning rituals and how I'm coping with the grief, and I will link that somewhere up in here, and I'll also post the link in the description box below if you guys want to check that out. And I'm really feeling like this giant collection of hair here is the physical manifestation of all this energetic cleansing that I've been doing. So it's time to shoo those things that are no longer serving us, that we need to release out of our lives. Okay, here we go. When I was younger, as a kid, I was horribly messy. Like truly atrocious messy. Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, thank you for dealing with my shenanigans and my really messy antics. And while we're on the topic of your physical space being the manifestation of your energetic state, I can tell you that my extra messy room during high school, during most of my teenage years, was a direct reflection of what was going on with me emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It was just a hot mess. And this was when the signs of my mental health deteriorating were becoming very apparent. And I remember when I was in the midst of my mental health crises, My dad used to tell me that, you know, you'll feel so much better if you have a clean space. And I was like, psh, old people, they think they know everything. However, there is ancient wisdom to these things. I know that since I've been a little funky in terms of my energy, it's been a very fluctuating journey. And one of the things that I'm really working on is to stabilize my own emotional state. And I found along my journey that having a clean space makes me feel clean on the inside. Having my space be cultivated the way that I feel best in, and that way it's a reminder every day that I can continue to cultivate the best energetic state within myself as well as external to myself. Dusty. All right, now that I've got my altar area all cleansed and ready to go, we're going to do a little mini cleansing ritual, energetic cleansing ritual for this space. I'm gonna light a couple candles. We're gonna set some intentions. Today, I'm going to light 3 candles. For the first one, I'm going to invite my ancestors, especially my grandfather who recently passed, to welcome in their energy and to welcome them to visit me and show me whatever signs and messages I need to see along my own journey. The second candle we're going to light is going to be burning up all the energy that I need to release. One of the things that I've been pondering on lately is, where is the line between revisiting old traumas for the purpose of healing, or we're revisiting them to kind of pick at our own emotional scabs, right? So there's really no purpose for healing, but instead it's a form of emotional masochism. So I'm gonna ask the universe to assist me in releasing some of these old narratives that are no longer serving me, about identifying with certain ways of thinking, with certain versions of who I used to be, because who I am now is so vastly different from who I ever thought I would be. That's not to say that there's not more healing to be done, because there absolutely is. There's a fine line between revisiting these things for the purpose of healing and revisiting them because we are so comfortable in the chaos and keeping ourselves small that we revert back to what is familiar. And then the third candle that I'm gonna light today in my rose quartz candle holder is to further develop my own relationship with myself and to really open up to that beautiful self-love energy. As a coach, I am always working on walking the walk, right? Not just talking the talk. It's not about telling you how to live your life. And meanwhile, I'm just over here doing all kinds of things that doesn't align with what I am teaching. Everything that I share with you guys here on this channel is stuff that I've learned that has helped me along my own journey. I call upon my ancestors to come guide me. I open my heart, my mind, my spirit to my guides, my angels, and my ancestors. Ngakong, if you can hear me, and I know you can, know that I love you so very much. Know that I love every moment where you come visit me, the experiences I've had where I have felt your energy, I felt your presence, and I am so grateful for that. Ngabu, I know that you've been walking the world with the ancestors for quite some time now, and I also welcome you in to come visit. Thank you for appearing to me in my meditations. Thank you for showing me how much you still love us, how much you still watch over us. Dada, I know I haven't had the chance to connect with you much, and I trust when the time is right that you will reveal yourself to me. this is still really hard for me. And as I talked about a little bit in that grief vlog that I mentioned earlier, healing is not a linear path, right? Sometimes it comes in waves. Some days are going to be easier than others, and some days are going to be really challenging. And it is the duality, the different polarities of that experience that make this human journey so beautiful. We need both. We need the challenge, we need the hard times, we need the struggle, and we need the beauty as well, the joy, the love. Both are what make the human experience complete. It is not enough to merely fixate on just the spiritual experience or just the human experience. We need to learn how to balance and harmonize both. Yes, we are not just this body, right? We are a spirit in human form. However, we are also our bodies. And sometimes I think we get caught up, especially in the spiritual community, with being enlightened and having that really amazing spiritually divine experience. And yes, those moments are potent, and having those really dense 3D moments in the material world, that grief, that fear, that anger, and that pain, that is also a beautiful part of your soul's journey. And your soul's learning would not be complete without those parts as well. Gonna do a little energetic cleanse with some sage. Cleansing the energy here. Got some sage for you as well, my friend, of course. With this candle, I release all the old stories and narratives that no longer serve me. I release old ways of being that no longer resonate with who I am now. I let go of picking at my own wounds. I let go of ruminating in the past simply because I feel that I need to be in some kind of chaos in order to be safe. I am safe here. I am safe with myself. I am safe in my space. I release the anger that I still have towards people who have treated me unkindly and abusively. I forgive myself for allowing these situations. I forgive myself for not knowing then what I know now. I forgive myself for not having my own best interests at heart, and for feeling like I had to give myself up. I had to betray myself in order to feel like I could earn love, in order to feel like I was deserving of love. I forgive myself for holding on to these debilitating stories for so long, and I allow them to be released. They are no longer mine to carry. Whew, that was an emotional one again. We're gonna need some little bit of Palo Santo after that, just to smooth the vibe a little bit. Sharing is caring, so I've got some Palo Santo for you as well today. Rose quartz is so good for the heart chakra as well, really opening up that energetic space. It's so healing for the heart. So I'm just gonna hold this candle here to my heart space as I remind myself I am loved. I am worthy. I am deserving. I'm worthy of my own time, my own energy, my own care. I am deserving of receiving love from others. I am deserving of the vision that I am creating, of the life that I am creating. I am deserving and worthy of abundance. I am a blessed child of the universe. There is no need to do or perform or abandon myself for love. I am loved just as I am, simply for being, simply for existing. watching this video right now, chances are that you've heard of smudging, right? And energetic cleansing. Just as like the physical act of cleaning your space is super important, the energetic cleansing is also equally as important. They're just important in different ways. So for those of us who have never smudged before, never energetically cleansed, what is that exactly? Smudging is done using different herbs. Each herb kind of has its own energy and its own healing to bring to the table. And what I like to do is to set an intention for what exactly it is that I am welcoming into my space and what it is that I am releasing from my space. And another powerful thing that I like to do when I'm smudging and cleansing is to really incorporate the breath into this practice as well. So that way I'm staying grounded as well. I have myself open as a channel for divine energy, divine magic to work its way through, and I let the herb do the rest. So the act of smudging and energetic cleansing is really a team effort, right? So part of it is you with your intention and what it is that you're trying to cleanse. What intention are you setting for your space? The second is done by the herb, right? And then the third is working with source, working with divine energy and asking source energy to come and help facilitate whatever intention it is that you're setting. I've got some of my cedar sage here, and this is an incredible herb for smudging. It has a very mellow, light, airy energy, which is beautiful after cleaning your physical space. It really kind of moves the energy in the space around and lets it settle a little bit. The energy of the cedar sage in particular feels very grounding for me also. So if you guys are finding that you're in your mind space a lot and you really want to come more into your body and become more grounded, I really recommend trying the cedar sage. It has worked wonders for me. There we have it. Our space is all beautified, organized, energetically cleansed. All right, my lovely friends, so there we have it. My space is all cleansed, my energy is cleansed. I feel really good right now. If you've been having a challenging time lately, energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally, I invite you to cleanse your space, to really allow your physical space to reflect your desired internal state. So give it a try and let me know in the comments below how your spring cleaning went, whether you just did the physical or maybe you added in a little combination, kind of like I did with some energetic and emotional cleansing as well. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this every week, and boop that little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post a new video. I'm sending you guys so much peace and so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your day.